Hey everyone, it's Mike from Mike Olson Art. I hope everyone's having a great day today. As usual, thank you guys so very much for taking the time out of your day to check in and hear me talk a little bit more about some of the art card projects that I've been working on. Today I've got a really special project that I want to share with you guys. I think that, it probably is similar in a lot of industries, but Mary and I have always thought that, to find success as a creative really requires the help of a whole bunch of people. It's hard to kind of work in a vacuum and expect that things are just going to work out and that you won't need any help from anybody. So throughout the years, we've had a ton of people that have helped us, on the journey that we're on. And one of these people is a man named Craig. And Craig has worked professionally with Mary for just a bunch of years now. And recently we've asked him to kind of switch gears and help us out with some of our personal projects. Some of our day-to-day items that we use for our small business, and just a whole bunch of things that we've asked Craig to help us out with. And he's been more than happy to lend a hand. So it's gotten to the point where, we wanted to do something special for Craig. He's done so many special things for us. We just wanted to make something to show our appreciation for the many years of help that he's given us. So we decided, I'm an art card maker, let's make Craig his own special card. Now Craig lives in Wisconsin. He lives really close to Green Bay, and he's a Green Bay Packers fan. So it seemed like a really easy idea to make him, a football card. An Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, somebody on the Packers. But the more I thought about that, the more I thought, that's just too easy. It just seemed like an obvious solution, and we wanted to do something a little more heartfelt, something with a little more meaning behind it. So we went through Craig's Instagram, and we stumbled upon a photo that really inspired us to create what I want to show you guys today, which is this brand new art card. All right, so this is the card that we created for our friend Craig. This is a golf card, and I've actually not had the chance to make a golf card until now, so that was a really special part about making this. But the part that I love is that this card features both Craig and his dad on a very special golf outing that they took together. And when Mary and I saw this moment, we both knew that this was going to be the moment that we wanted to capture for this particular card. So why don't we just dive right in, and let's learn a little bit more about what went into this card. All right, so here is the custom golf card that we came up with. This is not a Topps, it's not a Fleer, it's not a Donruss, it's no, noticeable recreation of a card. I did look at a lot of vintage golf cards and found that a lot of the vintage golf cards just really had a simple player name up in the corner. So that's what I decided to kind of go with this one. Just put the name of Craig and his dad in the top corner, and then made them the focus of the card. This is the two of them at a golf course in Arizona. It's the Talking Stick Golf Course. There's two courses there. They are on one of the two, and you can see a little bit of the golf course behind them. I tried to make it, mostly about them, so I really have zoomed in a little bit on the photo. I'll put the photo in here so you can see the photo that Mary and I found that we really, wanted to use for this particular card. So I've kind of tightened up the zoom and made them more of the focus. You can still see a little of the sand traps and the green back here, but I wanted to make this card front mostly about them. And honestly, this card was, just a pleasure to work on. The hardest part of this card is really the two jackets, because they're both blue. They're both really dark jackets, and I really didn't want any of the brush strokes to come through. I wanted it to look, just like they were wearing their clothes in the photo, and I think that actually came out really well. The part of this card that I really love the most is just the faces. I think that I got Craig and his dad looking, at a really good likeness compared to the photo. And I think that you'll notice it's a lot lighter. The photo their dark faces just seemed a little too dark for me, and I wanted to lighten the whole thing up and give it a little bit, lighter feel all around. So I really tried to avoid darkening the shadows too much, and I eliminated the tree back here. There's a tree that was behind Craig's dad, and I just thought it was too close to his face, and it was going to kind of distract from his dad's, look in this particular card. So I decided to leave that out as just an artistic, decision by me. And I'm ultimately super, super happy with the front of this card. And now the back of this card is where things get really, really fun. This is more extensive card back than I have ever done. Because this is, a little bit different, I didn't have my usual statistics to put on the back here. I really wanted to make it about this moment. So we kind of reached out and asked Craig, without him knowing kind of what we were doing, where he was in this photo and what hole he was on. So he let us know that he was at the Talking Stick Golf Club. Like I said, they've got 2 courses there. So the Odom course is the one they were on. And then in this photo, this green right here is the 18th green. They are standing probably right around here because there's trees in the background, and like I said, there was a tree I removed back here, and I believe that that's one of these trees behind the green. And I really wanted to make this super personal and really connect the 2 sides. So this was really fun to work on. If you guys know me, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but I spent a lot of my time growing up working on golf courses. I have mowed more golf course than I care to talk about here, but I have spent a lot of time as a landscaper on a golf course, and I've always kind of wanted to draw one of these holes the way that I've seen them drawn out either on scorecards or in pro shops. And this was just a real fun exercise for me to try something new and just try something, really different. Because like I said, most of the time these card backs are just hand lettered. There's really not a lot of color on the backs of these. So this is a really big departure from what I'm used to doing. And really happy. I'll zoom in a little here so you can kind of see a little bit of the detail, but really fun getting to draw the cart path, the mow lines, the tiny sand traps. Really, really fun. And like I said, I hope it really ties the front of this card and the back of this card together really, really nicely. So that is our card back. And one more quick look at our card front. Really experimental card, and I'm super happy with all of the decisions that we made and all of the new things we tried on this one. All right, everyone. So that is the story behind my very first golf card, a gift to our friend Craig, who, like I said, has been just super helpful to us throughout the years, and I really hope that he enjoys this little gift that we put together for him. I know this was a special moment for him and his dad, and I hope that he can look back on this for years to come and remember that day and, remember all the fun things that they did on this golf outing. So, really fun card. And like I said, it's my first golf card, so this one was really fun to jump into and just see where it went. So I'm really happy with the results, and I hope Craig and his dad love it too. All right, guys, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about this card. And, like I always say, there's no card that we can't create. So if you guys have a special moment, maybe you did something with a friend, a family member, a loved one that you want to capture, there's no reason why we can't capture it in, sports card form. There's all different ways we can go with these, but the point, I guess, is that there's nothing that we can't create together. So please bring us your ideas. You can reach me here on Instagram, send me a direct message or a comment, or you can head over to MikeOlsonArt.com and you can reach me that way. But it was great talking to you guys today. Thank you, Craig, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks.